to talk about? I don't even remember. We're rolling. They see me rolling. They hating. No, okay. Hello everybody, so today is my Elena Gilbert Vampire Diaries hair and makeup tutorial. This has been a very long time coming. I know it's been a while since I posted my Caroline Forbes video, but I told you guys I was going to finish out this series, and I am after this video. Eventually, not immediately after, but eventually I'm going to film my Rebecca hair and makeup tutorial also, so don't worry, I got y'all covered. But anyways, really quick before we start this video, I wanted to give you guys my Christian Nugget. So really quick, just what I want to say is that, as I said in my previous video, I've been going through a lot of stuff with school right now. Things have been absolutely insane and so stressful it's not even funny. In fact, I think I've made myself sick twice. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that it's been very stressful and exhausting and insane, and I can't even begin to explain how tired I am. 25 credits, 7 classes, 32 hours a week working, 4.5 hours a week volunteering. I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. But the point is that throughout this entire process, the one thing that I have been doing a lot is through every situation thanking God. Like yesterday, I went to talk to one of my advisors, and of course she doesn't like me, so that was first great thing. But she also ended up telling me that, you know, you can't do this, you're going to petition for it, and it's just this big thing. Anyways. And so things didn't turn out the way I wanted them to, and so now I'm going to have to go through this big long process to try and fix it. And on the way home, I thanked God. I was like, God, thank you. Thank you for this happening the way that it did. Because for me, every time something happens that I don't like, all I can think is, this is God sorting through me. And I'm so grateful that He does that, because it makes me a better person. It brings me closer to Him. So that's just something, a way to look at life. And if you want further information on that Christian Nugget, there will be a video linked down below, which is all about this Christian Nugget. Every Christian Nugget that I talk about in beauty videos will now have its own video. So if you'd like to hear more about it, go ahead and click on that link down below. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Give me a comment down below what you guys would like to see next time, or your thoughts on this video. Follow me on social media. Please give me comments of what you'd like to see on my website too, because I'm never really sure what to post about on my website, so let me know what you're thinking. And thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for being positive, supporting followers, and I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello everybody. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Then I'm just going to set that with some powder. And I'm not going to name everything I talk about, because I'm just going to list it below anyways, so I'm not going to name everything by, you know what I'm saying. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows. And I'm going to do this in a way that is as close to Elena's as possible, this is really similar to my Catherine video tutorial, because obviously, Nina Dobrev has the same eyebrows as both characters. Anyway, but I'm going to give my eyebrows a little bit more structure than normally would. My eyebrows are not as perfect and precise as hers, but I'm going to try and make them look as similar as I can. You could forgo this step, but in order to get a really good recreation, I decided to do this. And to get it to look really natural, I just do nice light strokes, pushing kind of upward and then over as I get to the top. And then afterward, the key really is to go back in and blend that out with a spoolie. That'll make it look the most natural. And I will also go over them later to make them look even more natural, so don't worry about it. Then, going in with this nice kind of champagne-y color, I'm going to go ahead and apply that to my lid. Then I decided that it wasn't quite gold enough, so I took this Milani palette and I took a little bit more of a deeper kind of coppery kind of gold, and I put that over top. Then I took this nice kind of neutral beigey brown and put that over top. It took a lot of layers until I was really happy with the look of it, that it looked similar enough to Elena's. Then going in with a kind of a little bit more of a warmer shade of brown, I'm going to put that into my crease, just working that back and forth until I'm happy with how blended out it is. This is going to help give the eyes that definition that she has. And I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but the show is filmed to where it's really dark a lot of times in terms of lighting, so it's kind of hard to tell if it's just shadows in the eyes or on the eyelids, or if it's really shadow. like eyeshadow, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, but I created that into a little bit of a V on that outer edge to give the right kind of eye shape that she has. Then going a little bit more of a dense brush to get a little bit more control. And going in with a deeper color to once again just kind of deepen up that crease and outer corner to give it a little bit more depth and a little bit more drama. Then I'm going to take that first color and just blend out those edges so that everything looks nice and faded and a little bit more natural. Then going in with that first shade, once again, I'm just going over the lid just to make sure, and then blending out any harsh lines. Then going in with a really dark, rich, chocolatey kind of brown, I'm going to put this along the lash line. She definitely has some kind of liner or something, but I would bet you that it's either a shadow or a pencil because it is very blended out and very kind of faded. So I just blended that with my fingertips, a little bit with a brush, and then also blended it up into that kind of crease kind of V thing we have going on. And then once again, just kind of making sure that I didn't lose that champagne color and then I also didn't lose the liner completely. Then I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and apply some mascara. And I know I've talked about it a few times, but I apply my mascara by applying one coat of one thing and then going back in with a coat of a different kind of mascara, and then flipping back and forth between the two kinds of mascara until I'm happy with the way that it looks. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off any excess from underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to apply, once again, this is my second kind of mascara, and I let it dry for like 30 seconds in between coats so that it gives it a chance to kind of set and it builds up really nicely. Then taking this foundation on a beauty blender, I'm going to put that all over my face. And I like this foundation because it's so light coverage, like it gives you a nice even skin tone and it covers up kind of any acne scars and stuff like that, but it's not thick, it's not cakey, it's very natural looking, very dewy, very pretty. And then going in with a new favorite discovery of mine, this is the Milani concealer. I'm going to begin concealing, and I just have to say, I love this concealer so much. I think I found a new favorite. And actually I'm going to be filming an all one product video tomorrow, all about Milani products, which I'm really excited about, but that's not the point. The point is, I am blending out my concealer right now on the video, just using that Real Technique sponge and putting this in any areas where I feel like I need a bit more of light, and this really has nothing to do with whether or not you look like Nina Dobrev. Concealer is concealer on everybody. So my tip for using, doing any baking is by when you tap that beauty blender into your powder, tap off and kind of scrape off any thick excess. This is going to keep it from looking really cakey and powdery and keep that powder from building up on your skin rather than melting in. And then after I've baked, I went ahead in with the Too Faced palette. And I'm taking this really neutral kind of gray tone brown kind of color. And I'm just going to go ahead and contour my nose with it. And you don't have to do this step, but I just wanted to get as close to Elena's look as I possibly could, and so for me this meant contouring my nose. And I also just went ahead and blended that contour out with a little fluffy brush. And then taking a little bit of powder, I also went ahead and blended it out that way, just trying to make sure that it looks as natural as possible. And this is kind of a personal preference thing. As much as you want to contour, as much as you don't, doesn't matter, whatever you'd like to do. And then I'm setting my brows with some clear brow gel. Then going in with a contour shade, I'm going to go ahead and begin to contour my face. For this, I did look at Elena's pictures, trying to make sure that I kind of got the same kind of contouring look that she has. Once again, the lighting on that show is so dark all the time. I don't know if anyone else has ever noticed that, but it totally is. So I was just kind of trying to figure out what's shadows, like natural shadows, and what's contour. And then I went ahead with the peachy blush because her blush is definitely more natural, a little bit peachy, but very faint. And then for a highlight, she does not look like she has a lot. So I just used this highlight in this palette because it was handy and it's a nice kind of neutral shade that I thought would kind of get the job done without being overdone. Then taking that same brown color that I put into the crease, I'm going to put that onto my lower lash line and kind of just blend it out, and then add that champagne-y color to my inner corner to give it some highlight. So after putting some heat protectant on my hair, I'm going to take my very sad straightener and I'm going to begin to curl my hair. Now if you've never curled your hair with a straightener, it seems a little bit weird at first, but honestly it's the best way, I think, to curl your hair because it lasts forever versus any curling iron I've ever used. The only thing is, be certain to not put the heat setting up too high. I recommend not going above 360 because if you do, your hair starts to fry. I went months in high school with hair that smelled like it was totally fried because I was too stubborn to just, you know, lower my heat setting because no, I didn't think that would work well enough, but it does. So anyways, try to keep your heat setting low, and the trick really is to just curl, like put your hair into the iron and then twist it in whichever way you want to go. And I twisted it both forwards and backwards throughout this hair tutorial because I wanted the look to be more natural, and Elena doesn't really have perfect curls. They're very messy and natural and neutral, you know what I mean, natural. And so the best way to do that, to get like more beachiest kind of waves and stuff, is to go back and forth between going forward and going backwards. So that's the way that I did it. And the sections, it's not so much as far as like, oh, your hair can't curl in that big of sections, it's just how much is going to fit in the straightener. So for me that was like 1-inch sections. If you have thinner hair than I do, your hair might fit in it a little bit better. You might be able to have bigger sections, but it depends. And if you want a little bit more of a messy looking hairstyle and less Elena Gilbert-esque, don't curl the ends, like just go to like the last inch or two of the hair and don't curl that last bit, and that'll make it look more piecey and like beachy. But I was definitely going for, you know, the exact Elena Gilbert look, and her hair is definitely, when it's curled in the later seasons, the curl definitely goes all the way down to the ends. And if you want to do Elena from the first few seasons, just straighten your hair and you'll be fine. And sometimes you have to go over a piece twice, not a big deal. I would say if you have to go over it 3 or 4 times though, be careful because that's when the hair starts to fry. So then taking a nice kind of neutrally shade, I'm going to apply this to my lips. It's a little bit mauve-y, but more on the neutral side. And then taking a pink NYX gloss, it's a little bit more of a hot pink kind of shade, I'm going to apply this over top. And so yeah, once you get done with that, go ahead and run your fingers through your hair after it's had a chance to cool, then add some hairspray, and you are basically all set to go. And I also brushed out the ends so that it looks even more natural, because sometimes using your fingers only, eventually throughout the day, those pieces of hair begin to kind of get stuck together again. So then using a setting spray, I'm going to set my face, and I am all finished. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.